And what a table we have right now, Bob. 8 new faces. Seat number 1, Irishman Michael O'Connor on 17,600 odd chips. Seat number 2, this is Diarmid O'Riordan, who's lit short stack with 8,700. But now it gets exciting. Probably the biggest name to grace this tournament, Dan Harrington himself, world champion in 1995, and then 2 consecutive final tables in the 2000s. He's kind of the godfather of the game right now.
Major light.
And he's leading this charge with 50,000. Marty Smith, one of the top players from Northern Ireland, on about 21,000. And the Greek answer...
A man who needs no introduction whatsoever. Elvis, in disguise.
About 29,000. This is internet qualifier, Paddy Power qualifier Shane Rafferty, who's on about 8,500. And in seat number 7, the cool himself, the elegant Ram Vaswani, member of the Hendon mob, who's got about 35,000. Chris Palmer rounding things out. This is going to be exciting.
Every poker table needs a plumber. And we have an electrician, so we're going to see some sparks at the table.
Have you ever seen any of these guys play before?
Of the Irish guys? I just got to get a look at this guy Rafferty's face. I don't quite recognise some of the lesser of the leading lights. Not sure we'll see how they're coming out.
And Vaswani has been on a huge tear of late. Just made a big final table in Monte Carlo, and they've been threatening for a long time that he is one of the most talented players in Britain. He's ultimately cool, a big gambler, big game player.
As we'd say in Cork, he's quality. Quality.
You have to think that both Harrington and Vaswani now, around about 40 and 50,000, they'd be in good shape if they took these stacks to day 2. But someone's going to probably have 100,000 before the day is over.
Obviously, there's a nice few chips on display at this table. And knowing Ram, he's not going to sit rest on his laurels. He's going to go for it.
Ram's slung a few chips in there. He's looking a little bit hot and bothered.
Call.
And, I think it was 2,000, 2 blues slung forth by the crazy horse.
Not called by the 10s. Chris Palmer is on the Harrington.
Pass.
And it's a bit of a halfway hand for Palmer. He knows he doesn't want to fold. He wasn't sure if he wanted a re-raise or not. If he saw Rams cards, he probably would have stuck in a bit of a re-raise.
And see a few high cards here. It should be an interesting flop.
Rams on the 3-7 suited under the gun. Oh my. Flush draw.
Check him out. Bet. 4,000.
And what is Palmer going to do right now? It looks like a man who wants to crawl into a hole. This is a really tough hand to play, isn't it?
Well, Ram's showing the aces in the last hand. He's come out firing again straight away, and he wasn't holding back on the flop. That's the danger of just flat calling with something like a pair of 10s. You know, if flop comes out, you just don't know where you are, and he's got to lay the hand down.
Yeah, you can't blame Palmer for sort of folding to the power of the crazy horse there, can you? And Ram is alive. And not many people can make the 3-7 suited work from under the gun. It's O'Riordan on the button, the back of Elvis, but I hope we're not going to be seeing the back of him in this tournament. He's been good crack so far. So he's certainly come for a bit of fun. There it is. Good value. He limped in last time. What's his intentions here?
Raise to 1,200.
Just doubling the bet. 6 became 12 with the 2 crab balls.
Pass. Raise.
Around to O'Connor, who's been quite quiet, like a mouse. since this feature table sat down on the TV side, and with the hooks, it's 2,000 more.
Pass.
And Marty Smith in the tank here. What's he got? Oh, this is a big decision hand. And I wonder if Smith can get away from this. He's in horrible trouble if he calls. One thing Martin Smith is well known for is good decision making. But he's been very card dead, as we've seen of late. He might just be thinking the 2-10s are too good to lay down.
Call.
And he's decided to peel off a flop. Perhaps he puts your man on ace-king.
2-10. Pass.
Elvis doesn't want to peel off the flop. I'll tell you what, he might have had odds there. But we are head up, and Smith in a serious trailing position.
Check.
One overcard for both players.
4,000 is the bet.
So O'Connor's got about half his stack in right now. 4,000. He's only got about 8 left. He's put almost 8 in. Marty Smith didn't start with too many more. This is an even bigger decision. Could be talking about his tournament on the line right now.
Call.
He's decided to call. I don't imagine either one of these players feeling very good about their hand right now. The king must scare the bejesus out of both of them.
Check.
Oh, look at that. Pennies from heaven for Marty Smith. 3 10s now. And he was worrying about being beat. Now he's hoping that O'Connor's got ace-king.
Check.
Check, check. O'Connor needs a hook. Full house for Marty Smith. How much can he get paid?
Seven is the raise. 7,000.
Belfast betting a sturdy 7,000. That'll nearly put O'Connor all in. This, oh, this ain't any fun for him. He can beat a bluff.
Ooh.
He's going to be sick as a dog if he calls, knowing that he had the best hand till the turn. And these are the kind of decisions you have to make if you want to win the Irish Open. Very lonely out there for Michael O'Connor. Be a great laydown. Oh, he's just got his hand on the chips. He doesn't know what to do. Who can blame him? Playing for about 9 hours already. Desperately love to get to day 2. Oh, that's a great laydown. Marty Smith wins the battle. And that'll put a smile on his face. He's back in business in this tournament. Let's look at that hand one more time. Michael O'Connor had the jacks. They were good until the turn. The 10 hit loud and thunderous. And 3 10s full. It was well above 2 pairs jacks up. But O'Connor didn't call. He doesn't know what Smith had.
And Ram he's beavering away every hand as well. So I think eventually, it's going to come back to him.
Yeah, he'll win a big load into. He knows what he's doing. I guess. That's what they tell me.
Pass.
Just think, Reardon plays so few pots, Bob. Can he afford to be limping in here? Shouldn't he?